Welcome to Service Done Right, a podcast dedicated to transforming the service industry. I'm your host, DJ Biersack, and I'm joined by Reach CEO and founder, Greg Biersack.
DJ, as always, great to be with you.
Once again, I'm looking forward to our conversation today. It is so fun shedding light on the unique position that Reach technicians are in, not only in the way that they serve their clients on a technical level, but on what they're able to do that is in such a more personal and connected way. And today, I want to be able to talk about what their role looks like in terms of being an educator and trainer in beyond just what they do when they're showing up to address problems in the office, and what is the impact of that to clients, what is the impact of that on the industry, and why was that so important to you and to the technicians at Reach?
You know, as our purpose is to eliminate stress related to equipment, right? Everything that we're doing, we're trying to find ways to be able to eliminate that stress. And knowing how to do the daily, weekly, monthly maintenance on equipment can be really stressful. And usually it's a dental assistant that is in the office that has that role or responsibility. Some have lots of experience doing it. Some have very little experience. Some came from an office where they had this kind of equipment, and now they go to another office, they've got a totally different set of equipment. And it can be stressful, I think, for that assistant or those assistants in being able to do that right. Because they know that if they don't, the equipment won't last. They know that if they don't do it right, that they could have an emergency, right? And now all of a sudden that impacts production. And so recognizing that potential stress level helps us to see what could we do for them? How could we serve as that resource for them to help them know, oh, these are the things that I can do. And now I've got confidence. Now I know that, A, I've got a teammate in my Reach technician, but I've got the knowledge to be able to do it correctly. And if we can do that, if we can give them that confidence, then we've done something really powerful and helpful to them.
Right. So there's obviously things like full trainings and even just kind of that day-to-day when they come in, being able to share those things with the dental assistants and other people like that. But what are some of the other tools that Reach has that are available to the guys as they are constantly educating and training people that they can use to be able to help them in that process, or to be able to help them when they're not there? Could you shed light on some of those things that Reach has built over the last few years?
I'm glad that you mentioned that one piece at the very beginning of that question. And because a big part of it is that technician taking the time to be able to spend, let me help you learn how to change that gasket out on that sterilizer. And because the technicians are able to control their time, nobody else is controlling the time, they can do that, right? They can choose to do that. They're not being shuttled all around where they say, I don't have any time to be able to do those things. Now they do. Now they feel like they can spend that little bit of time training on those particular elements. But I think that the other pieces that are really valuable, that are really helpful to them, is the ability to be able to say, well, let me show you how to do this quickly, but let's also go take a look at Reach tips. Let's go take a look at these videos that are available in this library to you anytime, and you can go and watch this 2 to 3 minute video that shows you how to do this. And I think that that's really helpful as well. And for all of our clients, we give them a whiteboard so they can put any maintenance things that need to be done on that whiteboard. But what we also put on there is we also put a little QR code on there for Reach tips. So they're like, wow, I remember Daryl or PJ or Stan. They said, oh, this is how you do this, but I don't quite remember. No problem. They can go just scan that QR code, and it takes them right to Reach tips. They select the video, and they can watch it, and they're like, oh yeah, now I've got the confidence. Now I know how to do that. And I think the other thing that we provide to our clients is a maintenance checklist. And the maintenance checklist is really thorough, and it's broken down into daily, weekly, monthly, quarter, and annual. And I think that for them, for them to know that here are the things that I need to be doing, because it's not always obvious what you need to do. But now having a really thorough list helps. And what we also built into that was for each one of those checklist items, we've got the title of the Reach Tips video, and on the checklist, we've got the QR code. So they can put that maintenance checklist up. It's laminated. They put it up in the sterilization area. They can see, what do I need to do daily, weekly, monthly, and so forth. And if I don't remember how to do something, no problems. Scan the QR code, takes you to Reach Tips. You know the video to watch and how to do that. And so once again, this is all about eliminating stress. And these tools are built in order to eliminate stress.
It's so cool. And having that be at the core of the purpose is allowing all of those things to come to life in a way that is so much more personal. And so hearing you share about that and seeing those things be developed over the last few years to get to this point where something like the maintenance checklist does exist and it's so beloved by clients, it's a beautiful thing to see. So thanks for going over all that today and for just sharing what makes Reach so decidedly different from everyone else.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, DJ. I'm really proud of our technicians, and I'm proud of their willingness to share their knowledge and to do it in a way that is empowering to everybody that they get a chance to work with.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for everything today, and thank you for joining us on another episode of Service Done Right. Again, this is a podcast dedicated to transforming the service industry. I'm your host, DJ Biersack, and I'm joined by Reach CEO and founder, Greg Biersack. Greg, thanks so much.
Absolutely. It was great to be with you.